All right then, so since we successfully stored the cart items, entire cart items inside our Redux store, now what we need to do is we need to design our cart. So let me close everything, close all, and let me go here and let me expand this components where it is, here it is, and let me create a new file over here as cart.jsx and rafce, save the changes, and I need to go to the index.js. Let me copy this and paste it one more time, and let me change this to cart and change this to cart as well, save the changes. All right, so now what we need to do is let's go here. This cart need to be inside our main.jsx. This cart need to be inside our main.jsx. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to create in the context, we're gonna create 1 second, we need to create, okay, so we need to create one more action, that is display cart action. We need to create one more action that is nothing but display cart action. So let's go ahead and create that display cart action and display cart reducer. That's the reason why, because if there is a cart, we need to update a state, right? So we don't know whether the cart is there or not, because that's inside the header and we are using that cart JSS in the main.js. So both are in a different components. So we need a global variable. So that's the reason we are putting it in the Redux store. So I'm going to create one more action, that is display cart action.js, and here I'm going to say display cart reducer.js. So let's go to the display cart action. So inside the display cart action, basically what we're gonna do, we are going to say three different one that set the cart on, and 2 set the cart off, and then get the current display state of the cart. These are the 3 different actions. And then let's go to the cart reducer. We have to create the same thing for those 3 different states. Save the changes, and let's go to the index.js. So here we have the get cart display state on, and then state off. Okay, let's go here, and here I'm just going to say is cart, then display cart reducer, map it, close all these changes, go to the cart, and let's open the main.jsx. So what we're gonna do is, I'm going to get this is cart product, is cart, copy it, put it over here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to say, I'm going to bring this cart only when, right after here, if there is cart, if that cart is cart, if that is cart, and display that cart. Otherwise we are not going to display that cart. So where we are going to update the state, whenever I'm clicking this, I'm going to update the state. So now let's go to the header.jsx. So the place where we are updating that cart, whenever I'm clicking that cart, I'm going to change that to on. So let's go to the header. This is the place. For this, I'm going to add an on click, and I'm going to dispatch the set cart on. Copy it. I'm going to say import from /context /actions display cart actions. So I'm just going to say set cart on. That's the one which we are sending it over here, right? Save the changes. We are not getting any error. So now if I click this, the cart, you can see now it's true, that somewhere you can see the cart. Look at that. We can see the cart now because the state is true, right? So now let's go ahead and start designing the cart. Okay, so now we have the cart. So what we need to do is this cart is going to be fixed in the top right corner. So let's bring the motion, and let's bring motion.div. All right, so let's reduce this. And now what we need to do is this should come slowly. So triple dot slide in. So let's open the animation. So this is for top. Let's copy this and let's paste it. Change this to slide in. So we're gonna bring this from outside. Okay, we are gonna bring that thing directly from the outside. So we're gonna change this x value to 30, x, replace the y with x. That's all you need to do. Okay, so save the changes and let's spread that operator over here. Slide in animation. Fine, now that is done. So then what we need to do is we need to bring that cart item to the top right corner. So I'm going to write a class name like this. So let me bring it word wrap. So we're gonna have it fixed on top of everything, top right corner, and width is going to be this, and for the medium device this is going to be that, and BG light, backdrop filter, shadow, and height is always going to be the screen. See the changes, and now you can see the cart at the top right corner over here. So then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna bring a division which is basically going to have a width of full and flex, item center, justify between, and everything. So let's go here, div class name, paste it. All right, so now what we can see over here is to paste the class name, width, full, flex, item center, justify center, py, padding bottom, and px. If I save the changes, and inside here I'm gonna bring two different icons. One, let me bring that icon over here, and this is going to be coming from our React icons. So import from /assets/icons, and now we can import this from the assets, and this is coming from our display cart actions. So save the changes, button click, we don't have this, so button, we need to import that butty, button click, save the changes. And dispatch, we don't have the dispatch yet, so because we need to bring that dispatch object yet over here, bring it and render the use dispatch. All right, now you can see that we have that icon. Now if I click this, it will go on. If I click this, it will come from the top right side corner. All right, so that is now awesome. So then what we need to do, we need to bring the text like a paragraph, your cart or something. Let's see, after here I need to bring that text, your cart, so that will be displayed over there. So right after that your cart, what I need to do, I need to display one more icon that is basically nothing but the button which helps us to clear the cart items. So this is going to be button click, save the changes. Now we have those icons over there. So this px is not enough. If you want, you can add it much more higher. I think this is much more enough. All right, so then what we need to do is, so here we need to bring the cart items one after another. We need to bring all the icons one after another. Okay, so let's go ahead and design that stuffs and everything. This and this, enter, bracket, and I'm going to bring one more division over here. So what we need to do is, I'm going to copy this class over here and I'm going to paste it straight away. Flex 1, this should occupy the complete space, so that you can see a very black space over here which is occupying the complete space over there. Then inside that I'm going to create one more division. Basically that division is going to be rendering all your class components and everything. cart components and everything. So let's bring that class over here. All right, basically it's going to take only the 65% of this height, 65% of this height. Okay, so before going to this, what we need to do is, if there is no cart items, I need to get the cart. So const cart is equals use selector from state. We need to get the state dot cart. Okay, so that will use the cart. So inside here, if there is a cart, then we need to go for this. Otherwise, we need to display that no cart image. If there is a cart, then only we need to go for this image. All right, so let's save these changes. And then here, if there is no cart, then inside the assets folder in the images section, we can find that hero. Okay, that one is missing. Where is that? Let's bring that finder window. Let me bring that over here, and let's go to the desktop images img. It should be here somewhere. Where it is? Oh my god, here, not found. No, not this one. Cart, did I missed it? Okay, for the time being, we just send keep the message like h1 tag as empty cart or something, empty cart, and we can make it a little bit bigger. So class name is going to be text 3xl, and the text it's going to be primary, font bold. Save the changes. Okay, so if there is no cart, of course we have a cart, so that's the reason it's not displaying right now. So if there is a cart, it's going to, if you change the color bg red, now we can see the difference. You can see, so this is the area it's occupying, and this is the place where we're going to display the total and subtotal and everything. All right, so now we don't need this bg, and inside here I'm going to bring the cart. I'm going to render that cart items and everything. So to do that, I'm going to create an internal cart item card. Okay, we're going to create an internal cart component. Export const cart item card equals, I'm going to get that index and the data. Okay, and we're going to return a division. Basically that is going to be a motion dot division, and we're going to get that key as which nothing but index, and we're going to get that stagger fade in fade out, which is nothing but index. Okay, cool. So then what we need to do is, here I'm just going to say hi for the time being. And now inside here, what we're going to do, we're going to render all the cards which we're having in our hand. So inside this, we already added the necessary things, and let's bring that cart. If there is a cart and the cart length is greater than 0, then we need to display this. And we need to check one more condition over here. If there is a cart and the cart length is greater than 0, then only we need to display that. All right, so now we having high over here 3 different times. Look at that, we're having the high over there 3 different times. So let's go here and customize the cart item right now. So for this we're gonna add some class. Okay, so basically this class name for this, it's going to be like this. You can see now we have this nice background shadow effect over there. Instead of high, I'm going to display that image from that data. We're going to display that image. Now the image will be displayed over there. Then what we need to do is, I'm going to display the product quantity with the subtitles and everything. let's create a division. Inside the division, let me explain it here. So now here we are creating a division. So basically we don't have this item total, so that item total is like we need to calculate that item total and everything. For the time being, I'm just hiding it, don't worry about it. So here you can see now we having this we're having this flex item center. Basically we have this two different paragraphs over here. You can see paragraphs, two different paragraphs. So flex item center, justify center, gap and everything. And here we have this paragraph which is loading the product name and the product category, and the right side of it we're going to display the item total, which we haven't calculated yet. So we need to bring that over here now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the use effect hook. Using use effect hook, I'm going to monitor this part and as well as this total, so that we need to get that cart inside here first. Get that cart inside so that the cart issue will be done. Then we need to create this state so that this issue will be done. So basically what we are going to do, we're going to get the product price, because when it's inside the cart items, if you watch it closely, you can see each product have the product price and as well as it has the quantity. So we're going to find that subtotal. So that's the reason we're finding the item total over here, and we're going to display that item total over there, but not this symbol. I'm going to display the high currency rupee from the assets class name, which is going to be text red 400. Save the changes. So use effect and use state is not use effect, use state, it's not imported. Make sure that they are imported. Save the changes, and now you can see they are showing that quantity, overall quantity over there. But still the problem is the style is not enough. So I'm just going to say flex item center, justify center, and gap is going to be 1. Save the changes. Now that's fine, right? So then what we're gonna do is, like after that paragraph tag, right, after that paragraph tag we're gonna bring a division which is basically going to be plus and minus icon. So div, and that it's going to be completely in the margin, it's completely going to be in the right side. Copy it and paste it over here. Then inside here, enter. Then what we're going to do is we're going to create a two division. So let me copy this and let me paste it. Basically it's nothing but you can see it's nothing, this plus icons. We don't have this decrement and increment, so we need to create those two different methods. Const decrement the cart, and as the same way we don't have the method increment the cart. Save the changes, and now you can see we have this buttons over here like this, 1 and 2 and 3, like this nice button over there. This is what this division is doing over here. All right, so now we need to pass this product ID to this function. Where is that? Do we need to get that product ID over here and there? Then we need to increment this cart items according to the product ID. All right, so next what we're going to do is we are basically going to add the increment and decrement functionality for our cart items.